On this most beautiful evening, I want to bring you a reading that has meant a great deal to me. And it's a reading that I've used consistently for over a decade as I began my meditation each night during those 10 years. And I find it to be incredibly beautiful. So I'm going to read it twice. Here it is. Come to your senses as evening separates day from night. It is time to drink evening wine, and time to light another candle beside the sun and moon. It is time to take a spark from that fire and throw it into the tent of the mind and burn it to the ground. And here it is again. Come to your senses as evening separates day from night. It is time to drink evening wine, and time to light another candle beside the sun and moon. It is time to take a spark from that fire and throw it into the tent of the mind and burn it to the ground. My gosh, what a delightful poem. And it was a poem that really was the gateway for my more certain angel practice, my practice of meditation. And the thing about this poem that's so particularly wonderful is that it invites us to an experience, to drink evening wine. And of course, it is not about spirits, not about alcohol, but about the ecstasy of the divine. And it is in that ecstatic moment where the mind doesn't really help very much. And that's one of the things that held me back for so long in my work was a rational bias. And that bias prevented me from a lot of exploration of experiences that were just waiting to be understood in a grander scale. So I had some primary and important experiences. I call them angel experiences, but they were undeveloped. They really didn't come to fruition in a way that they should have. And so I lingered for about 30 or 40 years, studying and, finding myself in all sorts of little intellectual sidetracks. And I want to use this poem to say, lean into your experience. Begin to drink evening wine and allow that experience to really be your guidepost. So this is a good reason why I often use the expression divine hierarchy, because it is through the context of your experience, through evening wine, through the light of that candle that you've put between the sun and the moon. That's where the entry is to the divine hierarchy. So I don't know how, I don't know that doctrinal understandings or expressions of faith were very helpful to me. As I look back now, I can see that it was the primary feelings that I had that were the real impetus for my practice, to honor those feelings and to begin to, pay attention to them in every way. Even Ted has found a night monster out there. He's just really on guard all the time. And so we'll, as always, we'll push through a little Ted unless he gets to be pretty unbearable. But I would like to end again with this reading because I find it to be so particularly profound that I want to leave it with you in its fullness. Come to your senses as evening separates day from night. It is time to drink evening wine, and time to light another candle beside the sun and moon. It is time to take a spark from that fire and throw it into the tent of the mind, burn it to the ground. Amen.